Oscar headed down the stairs. The tower was quiet as usual today.
Hey, Atsu!
Oh, hi, Oscar. Zev made their way into the room. Atsu and Zev exchanged awkward looks before both leaving.
Ugh.
Oscar headed over to the fridge where Mio and Eijiro were cleaning up the dishes from breakfast. Food's on the table. Eat it before it gets cold.
Where's Nuha?
Mio flinched. Still hiding in her room.
I'm gonna go.
Eijiro gave her a hug.
Happy birthday, Eijiro. It's your birthday?
Wow, how could you have ever known? Eijiro pointed to the calendar with his birthday written in multicolored bright letters with exclamation points around it.
It's very important.
Thanks, Mio. Mio headed upstairs. Eijiro sighed.
Aw, man, don't you go catching the size, too. This place is miserable enough already.
That's kinda what's got me worried. The kids are all in a huge fight and no one will tell me anything.
Pretty much same here.
Even if it's my birthday, I still gotta work. Take care of yourself, be good, and I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, see you later.
Eijiro headed out. Oscar sat at the table. Suddenly a thought occurred to him. He rushed up the stairs and knocked on Atsu's door. Hello?
Let's work together to make a birthday cake for Eijiro.
Sure. Though Zev's the better, but... Atsu looked down. Baker.
I was hoping we could work together.
Count me out, then.
Oh, come on. We owe it to Eijiro.
Zev will gladly help you. Let's not cause any unnecessary drama. Atsu closed his door.
How on earth am I gonna force them all together?
Suddenly, Oscar heard the elevator ding. A little while later, each kid received a message from Oscar asking them to come downstairs. Nuha made her way to the elevator. As she got in, Oscar and Zev were already inside, waiting. Atsu arrived shortly after. The elevator went down another level and Mio hopped in. Everyone was dead silent. I was told that you needed cake tested.
Yep, I just bought some samples from the bakery nearby.
As the elevator began to descend, it suddenly stopped moving.
My master plan. We're all stuck in here until you all stop being weird and get along.
Atsu pressed the call button. Whoever is waiting outside to flip the breaker, flip it now. I know a demolition expert. It's true, he's our godfather.
You guys think I'm dumb.
Oh, I don't think it.
But I knew better than to have someone stick around to be bullied into reactivating the elevator. I had the breaker flip on an automatic timer.
So, how long until it unflips?
Only when you all get along.
And how long is that?
However long it takes.
So there's no automatic timer?
Right?
Oscar, the breaker is outside the elevator. If we can't flip it, and no one's out there to flip it, we're stuck in here. Oscar, please tell me someone's out there.
Well, don't worry, I can solve this. With your technology powers?
No, I have a cell phone. That won't work. The interior of the building is shielded against remote signals with a Faraday cage.
What? Why?
Because when this building was built, our dad was battling a supervillain.
Oh,
so that's why my videos always buffer in the elevator or the laundry room.
To be honest, I just assumed it was because the building was old.
How would that affect anything? Duh, because phones are new technology. Yeah, but why would new technology not work in an old building?
Do you even hear yourself right now? Well, we're dead.
Can't you just use your power to tell the breaker to flip?
I can change code and send signals. I can't mechanically flip a breaker. I'm not a telepath.
But you flipped the breaker in that one building when we were helping Fong. I just caused the circuit panel to overload and the breaker flipped naturally. But I can't unflip a flipped breaker.
Uh-oh.
Oscar, my favorite streamer goes live in 1 hour. If I'm not out of here by that time, I'm going to have you go into the corner over there and act out the entire 3-hour stream.
What's the content?
Reading people's embarrassing stories and rating them on a scale of 1 to 5.
That seems mean.
Oh, it is, Oscar. It's very mean. There's at least 2 1s in every stream, Oscar, so you'd better think up some real humiliating stuff.
I'd like to get out now.
Don't worry, Adro gets off in like 6 hours.
6 hours?
Everyone glared at Oscar.
You know, this is nice.
What? Everyone being pissed off at you?
No, everyone's talking like normal again.
Everyone glanced around awkwardly. I guess it has been kind of tense lately. And I wonder whose fault that is. Atsu glared back at Zev. Nuha frowned and looked to Mio. I think I'm at least partially to blame for it. I told Mio.
She told me a secret. One I intend to keep.
Nuha's eyes widened in surprise.
I'm not gonna tell everyone. And you don't need to either. It's sounding a little bit like friendship in here.
And just like that, you've ruined the moment.
And what about the dynamic Kata twins? Yeah, you two have been real weird lately.
Atsu seems to think he gets to be my 3rd dad instead of my brother.
4th if you count Adro.
I don't? Ichiro's my brother. Jeez, some kids are not starved for male role models, and it shows, right? Do you call Ichiro Dad?
Not out loud.
Atsu sighed. I'm sorry for being so overly protective, Zev. I know it's not making things any better. Zev frowned a bit. No, I understand where you're coming from. I just have to help people, Atsu. I have to. And if the bakers can help me help more people, then I feel like I owe it to them to do that.
From where I'm standing, you help plenty of people already. If you want to be a baker, go for it, but you shouldn't feel like you have to do it.
Jeez, now I've got 2 Atsus. Hey, that's rude. To me. I'll think about it again. But regardless of what I decide, you gotta know I'm always on your side, and you gotta stop making everything into a fight. Yeah, same here. If you go all in on being a baker, I'll support you, no matter what.
Was this elevator plan genius after all?
No, because you got us all stuck in here for the next 6 hours, and it only took us 15 minutes to talk things out.
Okay, sure, but I did at least think of bringing some things.
Oscar opened up a panel in the side of the elevator, revealing a treasure trove of snacks and board games. I'm willing to upgrade your plan from awful to merely bad. Fortunately for the kids, after around 45 minutes, Hiawatha came home. He'd called and not gotten an answer, so he decided to check in. How did you kids get stuck in here in the first place? Power flickered. Mio looked at Nuha with a pleading expression. Oscillation of the power grid. Uh-huh. Well, be careful. The elevator isn't a toy. I told you, the power flickered.
You saved me!
Huh?
I only had 15 more minutes until the humiliation ritual.
What? Saved you? I don't think so. You wasted 45 precious minutes of my time, so I'll get 45 of yours. Nuha smiled and dragged Oscar away.
Wait, no, you're free! We're free! No!
I think probably everyone has learned their lesson. Oh yeah. Hey, Nuha! When you're done tormenting him, bring him back downstairs. And why would I do that? We gotta throw a party for Adro, right? I suppose.
My plan was genius!
Oscar was slowly dragged away. Later that night, after a cake and dinner, Adro and Oscar were the last 2 washing dishes. Thanks, kid.
Huh?
I know it was you who got them all talking again. Forget the party or the cake. Just having them all get along is the best birthday gift for me.
They mostly sorted it out by themselves.
When Akon told me you were coming, to be honest, I was worried. Oscar frowned. I love my siblings. And whether you intended it or not... Yeah. But you're a good kid, Oscar. Really. I hope you know that. They're lucky to have you. And so am I. Oscar smiled up at Adro. He then glanced down. His smile faltered.
I want to tell them. I really do. But they've just started to like me, and I'm scared.
You'll know when the time's right. They're good kids. If you explain it to them properly, they'll understand.
I hope so. But there's no denying that I'm the reason they got hurt in the first place.
Atsu stood frozen against a wall nearby. He'd come down to fill up his glass before bed. He'd heard everything. Oscar was involved?